What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this one, we're going to be talking a little bit about AMC. Now, on the longer time frames, the 4-hour and the daily, it's looking really good. So we're going to be doing a little bit of technical analysis on what we're seeing on AMC on those longer time frames, specifically the ones that we take a look at a lot, the 4-hour and the daily. Now, in addition to this, yes, we are going to be talking a little bit about the Ortex data, a little bit about what we're seeing on the option chain as well, but there was a screenshot floating around today that Susquehanna was getting margin called by the NSCC for about $48 billion. So we're going to kind of dive in there, kind of analyze what's going on, kind of take a look at, well, what does this mean for us going forward? So again, guys, before we get into all of that information, if you do enjoy the information and analysis that I provide for you in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button. It costs you nothing to do it, but it really helps us out a whole lot in getting this information out to as many people who want to learn. And if you do want to see more videos like this, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. So let's get right into it over here and start taking a look at our girl Amy. So taking a look at this chart on the 4-hour time frame right now, if you guys have been around for long enough and you've really kind of understood this system and really taken the time to learn, you know exactly what we're looking at. But for those of you guys that might be new, what we're looking at here is recently we have seen this 4-hour cross up on AMC. Now, this occurred above the 200 EMA, another key principle that we have to understand, and this triggered right around $15.50. Now, we did go into earnings, so there was really two trades here, but looking at what's going on with AMC right now, well, we have a lot of upside potential. When we take a look at the key resistance levels that we could be looking at going into the next couple of trading days or weeks, well, we see up here 2676, which we actually got past today, in the day high at the current time that I'm recording, I believe, is all the way up at around 2750, which is awesome. Let me just throw this on the 5-minute really quick to confirm. Let's see what the day high actually was up here. It was right around 2750. Now, when we take a look at this on the daily time frame, though, again, we have that big key resistance level on the halt day at right around that $34 range. So again, when you're looking at this chart here, it is very, very possible that we continue back to the upside in a pretty significant way. A couple of the reasons for this is that if you think about what happened with GameStop after they announced their stock split through a share dividend, they went on a pretty significant run until the dividend was released, and then they started to sell back off, and then we ended up seeing GME come back up now right where AMC is, kind of trading along together like we know they like to do. But again, if we are going to see some downside, the first thing that I would look at here is this 13 EMA on this 4-hour time frame at $21.18. So again, there's a lot of room to the upside here where we could end up going back and breaking through those $34 levels. And again, guys, if you guys do want a little bit more insight into this strategy, again, this is just one stock here. There are so many stocks out there. If you guys are looking to really take control of your investment accounts each and every single day, we're the best place to come and learn how to trade. We have over 55 private live streams a month. That's actually going to step up. We have over, I believe it's 16, 17 curriculum learning videos for you guys. The alerts, Trader Joe, Pythagoras, and Invictus as well. And again, I do have a video coming out a little bit later for you guys on those algorithms, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Again, if you're interested, check out that link down below. Now, again, kind of showcasing some of our members over here, specifically on AMC. I mean, we have a 700% gain here on this position, 1,000%, 1,100%, 1,500% on some AMC calls. Again, guys, you don't want to miss out on a lot of these opportunities out in the market. So again, taking a look at the Ortex data right now for AMC, what we're looking at is about 18.74% estimated short interest. Now, the Ortex data isn't really going to tell us a whole lot. It tells us the bare baseline minimum, and what we really only understand from this is, yes, the stock is still shorted, which I feel like that's pretty self-evident to everybody at this point. Now, I do kind of want to get into this margin call situation right now with Susquehanna before we kind of talk about the gamma potential for AMC coming up a little bit later in this video and what the actual option chain is looking like. So, this was the screenshot that's been floating around today. The subject, Susquehanna Financial Group, NSCC margin alert. And you can see right here, the deficit that they have, which is essentially what they're getting margin called for, is about $48 billion. That is a wildly huge number to get margin called on in a day. So again, there's nothing really right now that confirms whether or not this is 100% accurate or not. Now, when we take a look over here and take a look at what Susquehanna actually has, 64.1 billion of assets under management. As of the 9th of May 2022, Susquehanna International Group LLP's top holdings, which again, you can kind of see they're a little bit different named here. The actual financial group, if you do a little bit of research into it, it's actually like a brokerage firm. So there's a couple of key distinctions that we would have to make here. Top holding right here, and currently Susquehanna International Group's LLP's portfolio is worth at least 64.1 billion. The total portfolio value may be much higher due to cash assets that are not publicly disclosed, such as fixed income, real estate, or cash equivalents. So it's very possible that they have a giant amount more of assets that we're not seeing here that just isn't reported. And then that would kind of lead us to believe a little bit more that that $48 billion margin call was actually a little bit more realistic. But again, right now at this current time, it's not really confirmed yet. So I wouldn't go running around saying, hey, this is happening, Susquehanna's going down, and the stocks that we like to talk about a lot are going to explode. Could they run? Yes, absolutely. But again, there's a lot of other things that we kind of need to see in order to really confirm, well, one, is Susquehanna really having these issues? And two, with the way that the short interest reporting is actually set up right now across the board, the only thing that you're really going to see from these large institutions are their put positions, and those could easily be hedges for shares or to offset some of their call positions. So again, we don't actually see who is short at any given time unless they come out and actually say we are short these stocks in this amount at this time. So I just wanted to kind of clear that up for you guys and kind of give my thoughts on that whole situation with that $48 billion margin call. Now, I also want to briefly talk about what we're seeing right now on AMC with the option chain. Now, again, we have seen some very significant runs. We're all the way back up right around 25 right now at the current time that I'm recording. So calls in the money, 81,000 call contracts are in the money right now with only 547 put contracts. Well, when you think about that right there, that's a very, very big difference. And the market makers are going to be needing to delta hedge all of those calls in the money. And if previously there were a lot of puts in the money and those are running out, well, then they would have to unhedge, which would essentially give more buying pressure back into the stock. Because when you hedge put contracts that you sell, you're actually going out in the open market and shorting shares in order to maintain that delta neutral or directionally neutral status. But again, 81,000 call contracts this week. It's not an overwhelming amount. Again, I like to see anything over 100,000 specifically on AMC, which is what we saw last week. And we are getting a little bit of a potential boost, maybe based on some of those calls in the money that the market makers had to continually hedge for going into this week's trading week. Now, next week, we are going to be seeing, I believe, the monthly options expiration date for August. So 70,000 call contracts in the money right now and 191 put contracts in the money. So again, for the next few weeks, we are more weighted to the call side, and we could end up seeing a decent amount more buying pressure coming into the stock just based off of the option chain. But is it enough yet to really say, yes, big gamma squeeze coming right now? This is what we're looking for. Well, not necessarily. So that is kind of going to wrap up this update on AMC, the whole kind of situation with that $48 billion margin call situation. If you guys did enjoy the information and analysis that I provided for you in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button. It costs you nothing to do it, but it helps us out a whole lot getting this information out to as many people who want to learn. And again, guys, if you do want to kind of take control of your own financial kind of situation and make money in the market right now, make sure you guys check out that link down below. We have a lot of awesome things coming for you guys, and you definitely don't want to miss out. So other than that, guys, I will see you guys in the next video tonight. Peace.